Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video, and I'm going to be talking about some newly shown hot toys that have been shown, and it's the Avengers Infinity War Outrider figure. So now this figure has been shown in the background or in some of the images that relate to the Captain America figure, considering that figure was completely shown and it's going to be put on pre-order very soon. In this video I'm just going to be talking about the Outrider that's in the background of the images. I'm not going to be talking about Captain America himself. If you want my thoughts on Captain America, I did make a separate video for that, so feel free to check it out. But I wanted to talk about the Outrider. So this isn't like a surprise that they're making out the Outrider, considering there was one image with the Black Widow figure that showed her with an Outrider, but the Outrider was shot very close up and it was very blurry. This time we actually have like actual really good photos and full body photos of the Outrider, so we can really talk about it. So first of all, before I get into the actual figure, will this be released? I don't know. Part of me feels like it will, part of me feels like it won't. There's many things that kind of contribute to that thinking. First of all, it's not a big character. So far the last two Avengers Army figures, Hot Toys did make them both, but they only released one. They released the Jatari. They did not release the Ultron Sentry, and then they're really hit and miss on as far as villains go. There's a lot of villains that they've made that they never actually put on pre-order. However, recently they've been putting a lot of those villains, or they've been putting a lot of villains on pre-order. So there's ups and downs. The other big thing that really confuses me, as if they will release it or not, is the fact that the Outrider figure does not have knee articulation. In these photos, as you can see, there is no joint at the knee or ankle, but otherwise it's completely jointed, it looks like. The head is the only other place I don't really see a joint. So assuming if he does not, maybe they just figured because his legs are so awkward that they just rather not give you articulation, or maybe they'd put this in like a power pose series, and that way they could sell it for a little cheaper and therefore get more people to purchase them and purchase more of them. I don't know the thinking about this, or it just may mean that this is not going to be actually released, so I'm unsure about it, but that is something that really gives me hesitation. If I had to guess, I would probably think that this will not be released. But the other thing that kind of makes me think that it will be is that the figures that are on display, the Outrider is one of the figures that's on display there. So it's just kind of weird if to put it on display and not actually sell it, and full knowingly not going to sell it, because if you didn't sculpt it with articulation, and that's because you don't plan on selling it, I don't know. I think that this might just be made specifically for pictures and things like that, considering they used it so heavily in the pictures for Captain America. But the figure itself does look really nice. I love the detail on it. The only thing is he looks a bit skinny. However, I haven't seen the movie yet, so I can't determine for sure that he's too skinny, but he looks a little skinny to me. I feel like from what I've seen of the Outriders, although we haven't seen much, from what I've seen, they should be slightly bulkier. However, I think it's very cool. This one is obviously some sort of grunt from the Outriders, because he only has 2 arms. We've seen in the past, first of all, the Mystery Mini has 6 arms, and then we've seen just the promo images has 6 arms, and the head's a bit different. So who knows? They might actually make a few more of these, because obviously there's some sort of ranks to these Outriders. So one with 6 arms with the head that has like the pointy bits on it, that would be kind of neat to see. That's probably one that I prefer, actually. But this one does look very cool, and as far as articulation goes, again, lacking knee or ankle. However, he does have thigh, wrists, elbows, shoulders, and torso, but the head I can't tell. The head might have articulation, but it doesn't look like it. But everywhere else it's pretty well articulated. At least the torso and the arms are completely articulated. It's just the legs and the head that are like not. So that, again, it confuses me as to whether they're going to make this guy or not. I really don't know. I would say probably not, but I'm certainly hoping that they do. It would be, if they do these like with limited articulation and gave you them at a really good price because of that, I would be okay with it. If he has limited articulation and they're still charging what you'd expect them to charge for like a full good figure, then that would be definitely disappointing. Personally, if I plan to get this, if they do the entire Black Order, I'd probably not get this simply to save money for them. But assuming that they don't, then I think that there's a good chance that I would would get this just because I love villains. I think the Outriders have a really cool look, and this figure does look really neat. If they do, I'm hoping that they do the other version of the Outrider too. If I had to pick between this one and that other version, I'd definitely go with the other version because the head is slightly cooler, and then he has an extra set of arms, which I think is cool as well. So personally, I'm interested to see what this is all about. I wouldn't hold my breath on getting this, but I definitely think that it's a possibility. So if you're interested in the Outrider, hopefully we will get this. Nonetheless, it's still very cool just to see the Outrider in general. And yeah, I'm hoping to get some good images of it at the event that they have it displayed on. I don't know if it's going to line up picture-wise because I haven't. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, here's the Outrider up here. So they have it on display. So I really am excited to get better images of this because so far this is the only image I can get of it on display here. But as the event goes on, I'll definitely be able to get better images. So I'll do an update on this in the future as we get better images. But for now, here's what we have of the Outrider. Looking very cool. I am hoping that it is actually released, and I'm hoping that they do another version of it. So there you go. That's my thoughts on this Outrider figure. Let me know what you guys think of it, and thanks so much for watching.